Hello, welcome to our channel Smart Data Learners. Viewers, today we created a video on understanding the flat file system and the relational database system. So in this video, we will explain first the flat file and the relational database. So, and in order to, once you finish the video, watching complete video, then if you want more information on this topic, we have created a complete this project completely in Microsoft Access. I will provide the link here, and then you can just go to the complete project and see how all of this system works. So thank you and enjoy the video. And if you like it, please like and share and subscribe our channel. Hello, welcome to our channel Smart Data Learners. Today our topic is working and understanding the uh, flat file system and its transition to a relational database. So let's begin. The file right now I have opened is a flat file which is in Microsoft Excel. It has uh, the all the records in one file. See, for example, if we go to the record number, this algebra, and then we have author name, and then we have a course name, and then we have a person who purchased that, type of the person, transaction date, purchase. This is the purchase transaction, quantities purchased 10. And then we have the same product sold on, you see, we are now repeating again all these the information, but except this one, this time it's a retail customer and transaction type is sale and we sold two books. So we are repeating a lot of information again and again when we are purchasing and when we are selling. Most of the data is very repetitive, and in order to in order to avoid this issue, we transition or we convert it to or we transform this to a relational database systems that avoid these errors, possibility of errors in the flat file system. So look into this file and see, and then we will show you in our next section the relational database system, how this the same data is transformed into different tables. So we'll see that. So let's go to the next. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Today, we will work on our Microsoft Access tutorial number 2. And in this project, in this tutorial, we will complete uh, project book database for book sales and inventory management, right? And this tutorial will guide you through the creating a database in Microsoft Access to manage a bookstore. The database will help you track book sales, inventory, and supplier information. You will learn how to design table, establish relationship, create forms, generate queries, and reports. Before moving further, let me give you the project. I should give you an overview of the project which is already completed. So that will just give you an idea what we will be trying to accomplish in our this tutorial. Okay. Basically, this is database. This is Microsoft Access, and we created this project in this program, Microsoft Access, and let me show you how. Let's first start with the forms. because from the forms we enter the data into the database, and then we will move on further nitty-gritties of what's going on. Okay, and this is basically focused on non-technical people to learn the database, relational database technologies without any going through any technical jargons or any technical details. I have tried to make it very interesting so that it will ignite your interest into the databases. Okay, let's go. First of all, this is a books form. In this form, we will record the book's information. Basically, this form is the beginning of something we have in our store, you know. And in the, for example, we have some books in our store which we will enter here that these are our opening stocks. Okay, let's say if we have a books here, algebra and all that, AK courses, statistics, and this is ISBN number, and this is opening stock and the price. You go move to next page, next record. It's introduction to France, French, and so on. This table basically record information. We can enter a new record here, and all this information we enter here goes to this table. You see, this table has all the information we entered through the form, number one, right? Let's move to the next one. Once that we have the record that these are the books we have, now we move to next step. We might have to sell these, or we might add more into what we have already got. And for these, we have books transactions, and there is a master transaction. In the business entity, I will give you some an overview of these tables. Let's look into business transactions. So basically, business transaction, you see, you will only fire in the numbers. It records the information about transaction detail, book ID, transaction type, quantity sold or purchased, purchase price, master transaction ID. These are the table. Might look a little bit confusing, but when we will go through with all aspects, everything will make sense. This is a business entity. So in the businesses, in their business model, they are either supplier or a customer, right? And there should be, if there is a supplier, then they have a name, and then the contact person phone number. But if there is a retail customer, they don't have the name and anything. So its person type is two. So then we have business type, business entity type. Business entity type is are these supplier customers or retail customers basically, but in their model they have only retail customers or suppliers in this bookstore. Then we have courses, French, math, and then we have master transaction. So this is very important to understand this concept. The master transaction, basically once we sell or purchase anything, there is one transaction is generated at a master level. That's the that is the main aspect of the relational databases. For the master transaction, they have for one transaction, because when they generate this transaction, it's transaction ID, the date, supplier or customer, transaction underscore type that we will record here, right? And then this information will go to transaction details. So for every, because one master transaction could have many transactions, right? So that is the business transactions related to that. And then transaction type, purchase or sale. Let me give you some idea of the relations, what are the relations with them. So here we will see, I want to just to briefly introduce you some concept in the relational database is the referential integrity. So what we are doing here is we have created the tables, courses, books, book transactions, master transaction, business entity, transaction type, business underscore, business entity underscore type. So this is the books. Book table is have a course. So course is stored in the course table. So course can be French, English, biology, and any French. So for every course, one course could have many books, right? So that's why it's a referential integrity. So there is, if there is a course here, then it will be included in this. So these are basically in the referential integrity. We have the tables which we have already created. Every table is related to another table, in and it can only be possible to create these transactions once they have the respective record in their main table. In other words, basically this is an important aspect of relational databases to avoid any errors or any ambiguity or any confusion in the data we have in our tables. So for example, first we have to have courses, then we would be able to enter any record in the books. We cannot just enter any course here and then there is something is different here. Course has to be there, and then we can use this table to include the course here, and the same thing, books have to be here then, which can be used into this transaction, and same thing, books transactions must have one master record, must have a master record, and if there is no master record we cannot create a book transaction or a business transaction, right? So that's how, and so on. So that is the one aspect of the databases. It's